We are live. Welcome, everyone. I'm Nala for Power, and we are playing some Beacon Pines today. I'm really excited for this. I played this game on a demo day many months ago, and I actually ended up backing it on Kickstarter. Um, one of the categories for it is visual novel, which I'm usually very not into, but Olive Creek, yes, it did come out. I have been very lucky. I have not yet backed a Kickstarter that did not deliver on its promises, but I understand that is a thing. The trick is you can't like follow Kickstarter things, like things that like give you ads for Kickstarter, because then you want to kickstart everything. And I see them every once in a while, and I almost get sucked in, but I back out. But yeah, so this game, when I played the demo, I was very excited about the the art was really good. For a visual novel type game, I actually really liked the characters and like the story. It's very like Goosebumps, like kids solving a mystery, and there is puzzle solving and some gameplay. Like, it's not pure visual novel, which is important to me because I do need gameplay to be interested. Yeah. Kickstarter's the #1 advertiser. Like, yeah, I have found, instead of like being tempted to back a bunch of Kickstarters, I just add everything to my Steam wish list. That's my, I don't know, what's the meme? That's my toxic trait. My Steam wish list has like 300 things on it. Go through it sometimes and it's like, why is this on here? I don't know. If it's any indie game that I've like remotely heard of, and basically if it has pixel art, it's going on my wish list. Actually, it's gotten to the point where a lot of the times I'll see an indie game or something mentioned on Twitter, and I'm like, I'm gonna go add that to my wish list, and it's already there. Like, I don't remember these things. It just throw it on the pile. But yeah, we got our sweater, even though it's kind of too hot in this room. I had a little thing of pumpkin spice tea. It's a rooibos tea. I don't know what that is, but it's a tea, and it's got like pumpkin spice. I put some maple and some cream in it. Very good. It was hot for you there. It was rainy here today. It was like kind of drizzly and gray when I ran today, which I hate because I don't like breathing cold air, but it is better than it being miserably hot. No, it came this way. I got actually a couple years ago, I got a little box of these like 4 different holiday loose leaf teas. There's an apple pie one, a pumpkin spice, a pecan pie, and like mint chocolate or something. There's one that's mint, so I'll never have that. This one's pretty good. I made it slightly too sweet. But definitely if there's something that's like pumpkin pie or like pecan pie, use maple syrup to sweeten it. It helps a lot. I am usually a green tea or black tea unsweetened person, but it's the fall game. You gotta get into fall, and I'm not gonna go buy a PSL because I think, at least the way Starbucks makes them, I think is nasty. It's too sweet. I need to be able to sweeten my own drink to make it the way I like it. But yeah, let's so I don't know exactly how the mechanic works. I don't remember exactly, but This is one of those games that doesn't start on the menu screen. It just like starts, so you don't get to see the very beginning. Sorry. But like, it's like a book, and the narrator's like, I don't know how the book's gonna end because you get to decide that, player. And that's how she talks. It's not how she talks. I think there's gonna be some like time travel, like pathway shenanigans. I don't think it's gonna be quite on the scale of Radiant Historia, but I think that's a mechanic. We are important.
Normal isn't what it used to be.
Normal isn't what it used to be. Oh wow, we get to hit spacebar a lot. Okay.
This is a story about change. Nestled in a shallow valley is the town of Beacon Pines. Far from the town square, across the river, past the neglected welcome sign, a young boy walks alone at dawn. His name is Luca Van Horn, and like you, dear reader, he's here for a reason.
Where'd my light go? I just knocked out my light. No! Well, that was bad. Did I just... Yep. Okay. We're back? We're okay. I just... The light is plugged into the same thing as my auxiliary monitor, but... And so it turned it off, but we're on again. Okay. I have my beauty light. Can't live without it. Okay. Luca Van Horn is here for a reason. To play video games. Okay. This was another question. Do I want a controller or mouse and keyboard? And we actually walk around, so... Okay, mouse. Aw, Dad! Oh. How are things going? Today's the first day of summer vacation. I start middle school next year, I guess. I was 6 years old when you died. Thank you for the exposition. I was 6 years old when you died, and it's been 6 years now. He's 12 years old. Deduction. Yeah. Do I maybe want these, like, up here? I think maybe we want that. Quick help. Don't make me do math. From here on out, you'll have been gone longer than you were here. It feels like that should mean something. Mom always said that this tree was your favorite spot in the world. It's a good tree. I don't blame ya. Hey, Luca. I knew I'd find you here.
Rollo was Luca's closest friend. He possessed many fine qualities, but subtlety was not one of them.
Thank you, narrator. Well, after I banged on your door till your gran answered, and after I checked the pond and climbed up to the treehouse, then I knew I'd find you here.
I finally noticed the tears welling in his friend's eyes, and the flowers on the grave.
You and your mom always did this on your dad's birthday. I didn't know if you were going to keep doing it now that your mom's gone too. Fuck, man! This poor child! Oh. She's not gone. She's just at a different school. Oh, she's missing. Oh. She's gonna come back, Rollo. Is Rollo... Is that the name of the brother in Vikings? It's the name of someone. Oh my gosh, I love their walking animation. Look how they are children. They are so carefree. Oh! I got an achievement. A charmed life.
Wonderful. I had a good feeling about you from the moment you opened my book. That charm is a very special thing. Very special indeed.
This narrator is very earnest. That's a good quality in a narrator, I think. She makes me a little comfortable.
Keep hold of it for now. Its purpose will reveal itself soon enough.
Look at me, I am a child. I don't walk normal, cause I'm a child. Do, 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 do. I almost forgot. The whole reason I was looking for ya. I found the perfect way to start our summer. I was told this was a fall game. How dare you?
Rollo looked to the side suspiciously.
Not here. They might be watching. They who? Not so loud. We need to do this in a secure location. Mission control. All right, I just have to tell Gran and then we can head out. What are you gonna tell her? I don't know, I'll think of something. I'll meet you at the welcome sign. Your Gran still kind of wigs me out. Old people, right? Ugh. She moved in like half a year ago.
Dear reader, forgive me for this interlude. Remember that charm you found in the dandelion patch? There are more of those special charms to discover throughout Beacon Pines. They've been known to reveal themselves to those who are willing. Some of them can be found in this very house.
Wow!
Just some dusty knickknacks. Since Gran had moved in, and more covered in flowery fabric.
Not gonna lie, really wish those were just text pop-ups instead of a narrator, but that's okay.
Gran had already lit she kept a warm house.
Ponder. Okay, that was a little good. That was a good little animation, sliding off the couch, the sofa.
Luca had spent countless hours listening to anything, and not for years, though. Luca paused at his. He just wasn't ready to.
Aww.
Gran had commandeered the upstairs closet. Some things need shelter from a young boy's.
Okay, so I think we want the charms because I think there's like sort of like reactions to certain situations and you can like change them or something.
Gran's bed was Luca didn't mind that she had a habit of falling asleep in front of. It meant that he could read late.
They share a room. I guess if you don't have any bedrooms, yeah.
Luca tossed on his favorite old sweater. Even though
Yes!
summer, a chill still.
Look how sweatery we are. How dare this game take place in summer?
Gran's moving in meant that most of Luca was someone.
Look how fall it is. Look at this autumn light in our chunky sweater.
An array of prepared each labeled with the day of the.
Oh, he's a meal planner. She's a meal planner. That's not a very, is that a grandma thing? I feel like that's a very like new people thing. It's how millennials try to have some semblance of control over their lives.
Scissors, a broken can opener, a mostly empty bottle of glue, and some loose string.
Grandma wants to cook you a big meal every time you visit. I guess she just cooks the big meal and then meal plans it out because there's no way a human can actually finish it.
The only piece of furniture Gran had brought when she moved in was an old hut.
Oh my god, close the fridge, you animal. Ha, they're actually animals.
My, this is quite exciting.
Narrator, chill, please.
I am now certain that you are the one I've been waiting for all these years. You'll recall I was a bit coy regarding the use of charms earlier. Excuse me, I tend to have a flair for the dramatic.
You do? Couldn't tell.
You are about to encounter your first turning point. There are certain times in this tale when everything hinges on a single word. Step forth, dear reader. Young Luca would spend hours hiding in the bushes. She always enjoyed humoring him by feigning. A beginner's guide to gardening.
Oh my god, look at our grandma. She's amazing. Hey, Gran, I'm gonna go hang with Rolo for the day. See you later. Hold up. She's very like Professor Trelawney. I'm happy it's been long enough that I've read Harry Potter, since I've read Harry Potter, that I don't remember where the W goes in her name. But she's amazing. I love her. Look at her big hair and her big old jewelry. Ah. Love it. Where are you and Rolo headed exactly? Nowhere special.
The better for everyone.
Yeah, lady, calm. We're just gonna go. Okay.
We were just gonna go chill for the day. The best lies are built on truth.
You boys are always in a hurry to do nothing. Make sure you're done chilling in time for supper.
Impressive. You've managed to navigate your first turning point without too much of a mess. That is the power of charms. A single word can change I think it's time to introduce you to the Chronicle. The Chronicle is a record of the decisions you've made. You can see the turning point, which has been revealed. At any time, you can use the Chronicle to go back and invoke different charms, creating new branches. Luckily for us, this is the one and only turning point where the charms won't dramatically alter fate.
Okay, that's a claim. This is the only one where charms won't dramatically alter your fate, which means everywhere else they will dramatically alter it. We'll see.
It's the perfect
I'm optimistic.
opportunity to experience. We were just gonna go ponder for the day.
Oh, really? What are you boys going to ponder on such a lovely day exactly?
This was Luca's chance to sell his alibi.
You know, big stuff, small stuff, medium, mostly medium pondering.
Nailed it.
Make sure you don't overburden yourself with a preponderance of pondering.
We were just the day. Traditionally, when one is trying to hide something, they avoid literally using the word hide.
Bitch, don't tell me how to use my alibis. I guess Rolo bet some other kids that we could beat them at hide and seek. Aren't you a little old, Grandma? We're 12 years old. The game made us do math and has established that we are 12.
All's well that ends.
I am a child. I am a child. I am. You and Rolo stay out of trouble. Get into trouble. That's cute.
For a town that saw few visitors, the welcome.
You know the drill. Don't let anyone discover our secret path.
Chapter 2. Welcome to Beacon Pines. For many years, this valley had been a small mining outpost. It wasn't until Sharper Valentine built his fertilizer company that Beacon Pines was established.
Fertilizer. Something's gonna explode or get poisoned or something.
Over the next 30 years, the town had grown and prospered until the foul harvest and his sudden death.
The foul
In the
harvest.
6 years since, everyone was simply trying to get by.
Mission control. Authorized personnel only.
After Luca's father had passed, Rolo became obsessed with them building their own Hank atomic star. It was some time before Luca realized it was Rolo's way of keeping.
Aw.
On certain nights, when the clouds were just right, the boys could tune into strange patterns of static. Rolo thinks it's aliens. He always thinks it's alien. Luca's winter coat decommissioned for the summer. With the cold holding out longer than usual, he reconsidered its usefulness.
What's this top secret plan to start our summer? So you know the abandoned warehouse by my place? The old Valentine building? Yeah, well, it isn't abandoned. What makes you think that? Get this. Last night, it was glowing. Glowing? Are you sure? Kinda. That place has been empty since the foul harvest? Yeah. Who would even want to poke around that place? We would, Rolo. We would. Wait. It's just a busted old warehouse. I just meant we could do some research at the library. You want to actually go to the warehouse? What do you expect to find? Answers. Dun dun. My mom's out there somewhere, and it seems like everyone wants to pretend that she's gone for good. You don't have to come, Rolo, if you don't want to. Luca, remember the time I sort of accidentally burned down the chicken coop? And you jumped in and said it was your fault before my paw throttled me? This is a flaming chicken coop sort of deal. I've got your back. Aww. Now that I think about it, poking around a decrepit fertilizer warehouse is exactly how I want to spend my first day of summer.
The boys had a good thing as long as they kept old Jeff. They had an endless source of precious materials to add to the treehouse.
Nope. Hey, Jetson. Is the lion playing any tunes today? No bites this morning, I'm afraid. Come to think of it, I can't remember the last time I reeled one in. But hey, it was never about the catch. This is where I come to think. That's what my dad used to do here. Yeah, it looks like a very small pond. I don't know how successful your fishing's ever gonna be. That reminds me, if you ever want his chair back, I've taken to standing recently. Keeps me from falling asleep at the reel. If you don't mind, I think it should stay. Not at all. An empty chair makes for a great listener.
Whenever Luca saw his dad's chair by the pond, it reminded him of the days they'd pack up a couple of sandwiches and fish until sundown.
You got a 6-year-old to fish until sundown? Go pick out your bait from the tackle box, buckaroo.
Luca opened the tackle box and picked the perfect bait.
Interesting. Okay. So, like, we don't got very good options here.
Luca tied a shoestring to the hook. What fish could resist a nice shoestring?
You'll have to reel it in a bit faster, or your catch will lose interest.
Luca gently baited up for skimming the surface.
Is this a fishing game? Okay, yeah.
Luca tied a... What fish could resist...
Oh man. I'm horrible at fishing mini games. Oh, like it gets red a bit. Wherever it is, I hope that other boot at least has a sock to keep it company.
Luca gently good for skimming the surface.
It's your old rubber ducky. You're just a little drooling ball of fur when you lost that. Cried for days. I told you I'd turn up. Okay, so we can just like come back. Okay.
Luca tied a shoestring to the hook. What fish could resist it?
Okay, so they have check marks on them. Okay.
Luca tied... What fish...
What happens if you just like do it again? Okay, you just get the same thing. Okay. So as we get more thingies, we can come back and... Okay. That's interesting. I'm intrigued. Old Pickler's Pond. Ooh, I want some pickles. Hey, Mr. Kerr. Hey there, pal.
Kerr was the CEO of Perennial Harvest Company. He had become a fixture around town over the past few years. After the failing of Valentine fertilizer, the town was hungry to welcome a new source of employment.
Excited for the big festival? Oh, sure. When I was your age, there was nothing more exciting than a town festival. The food, the music, the dancing. Sounds pretty alright. God, what a 12-year-old. Festivals are delightful, child. You're gosh dang right it is. I'm looking forward to laying off some steam myself. Make sure to invite all of your little friends. I gotta get back to my proverbial grindstone. Our harvest awaits and all that. Sorry, young Mr. Van Horn, can't talk now. Very busy with preparations.
Augustus Valentine was not busy.
How many times do I? It's Mayor Valen. Oh, he's so tired and old.
Flustered, Gus instinctively loosened his tie.
I must briefly attend to a concerned citizen. What can the mayor of Beacon Pines do for you today? Just saying hi, I guess. Good day to you too, young Mr. Van Horn. I love all these places where you can just chill. It's so delightful. Hey, Mr. Sinclair.
Sinclair continued snoring and lifted one eyelid just enough to see who it was, a tactic he often used to avoid undesirable conversation.
Don't you see I'm sleeping, boy? Used to have a perfectly nice view from here, till perennial harvest put that monstrosity of a building in the way. Why don't you just move your chair a bit? Why should I be the one that moves? If it's just a show, if it's showdown they want, I ain't gonna be the one who blinks. Give a showdown with a building. Love it. Come on, Andy. Grab his wallet. Oh! I'm sorry, Iggy. I can't. Do it or we pound ya. Yup. Oh my god. What a mean rhino in an adorable little dress. My mom said, yeah, but, if I had a nickel for every yeah, but, I'd be freaking king of nickels. Ain't that right, Tish? Why does this red panda look exactly like Brian David Gilbert? Mr. Van Horn, do you have a moment? It's just Luca. Golly, I'm sorry. It's my first week at Perennial Harvest.
Turned from the pocket of his sweater vest and began to frantically jot something down on a clipboard.
Wonderful. It won't happen again. If we're going to be on a first name basis, then you can call me Pete. What are you writing? Just documenting. Gosh, it's exciting to be part of something so darn special. You know, it's not just about new fountains and phone booths. We're gonna change the world. And it all starts here in Beacon Pines. Isn't that amazing? That reminds me, we'd love to hear your thoughts. If we're gonna change this town, we need to get every detail right. Changing the world is intense. So what do you say? Could you answer a few questions? What is something you love about Beacon Pines? I've never really thought about it before. It's the only place I've lived.
Pete stopped scribbling and glanced up from the clipboard.
Was it? I guess not. Our first 3 questions answered in record time. Are you literally writing everything down? Thank you so much for your time. I need to process these answers. We can save the rest of your thoughts for later. I'm just catching my breath a bit. Go on, I'll catch up. Last Chance Diner.
Holden Wilder ran the local paper of record, the Beacon Beacon.
Morning, Luca. What's the day have in store for you? I was wondering if you heard any news about... The Beacon Beacon knows the news that needs knowing. Any news about that old fertilizer warehouse? Nope. Rollo thought he saw some lights there last night. Rollo ought to be careful poking around that part of town. The winds of change are blowing, and change is a dangerous animal. Hey, Mrs. Nelson. Morning, Luca. Any big plans for the summer? Not really. Heard anything about the old fertilizer warehouse? Any strange happenings? Can't say I have. Either way, a dusty old warehouse is no place for a young boy. You be safe now.
Miss Hatch could often be found near the fountain, too absorbed in a book to be distracted.
The two wandered down the wooded path, unaware of the danger ahead. Oh, this is getting good. I love her. Luca, just the fella I was looking for. Hey, Roxy, what's up?
Oh, right. Rendezvous with Roxy. This is an important turning point. The first time where your charms will change the course of fate. And currently, we only have one suitable charm at our disposal. Have no fear, we can always return later using the Chronicle once we find more charms. Well, now I'm just rambling. Where were we?
Oh my god, excuse me. Have you seen my blockhead brother today? He skipped out before breakfast. Well, not really, no. Can't say I have. Can't say or won't say. Roxy, would I lie to you? Luca, wait up! I almost forgot to tell you. Roxy might be lurking around here. This is one of her favorite places to stand around and be useless. That's what I like to do as a young woman. Just stand around and be useless. So we need to make sure she doesn't spot us. Why are you doing that turning thing with your body? What? You're not scared, are you? She's harmless. And a chump. And she's right around that corner, isn't she? Don't mind me just lurking over here uselessly. Hey, sis. Nice weather we're having, eh? I couldn't help but notice you snuck out this morning before breakfast. Wasn't hungry. Couldn't help but notice your morning chores were left unchored. Roxy, I'm gonna level with you. I'm sick and tired of digging up carrots. We all gotta pick up the slack since the foul harvest. Almost every carrot I dig up is rotten. And the rest look like they were hit with Hank Atomic Shrinko-Ray. All the more reason to keep on digging. Gotta be more life than puny carrots. Look, Roxy, Luca and I have places to be, so if you don't mind... Oh, I do mind. I'm not gonna catch hell again because of you. So either you march yourself home and harvest those carrots, or I haul you home myself.
Rolo froze as Roxy took a step toward him, cracking her knuckles. Luca knew he had one chance to save his friend from being...
In the past, he found the best way to deal with an enraged Roxy was a little chill.
In the past, he found the best way to deal with an enraged Roxy was to be a little chill.
To be a little chill. Come on, Roxy. It's the first day of summer and the sun's shining and we just want to take it easy. Let's leave tomorrow's problems for tomorrow. That's great and all, but Rolo's problems have a way of becoming my problems. And Pa always says tomorrow's work is best left for yesterday. March, you big oaf. I expect a full report about Valentine Place. About the Valentine Place. Oh, they all move so cute. I love. So, Fitz, what are you up to this lovely day? Nope. Cool, cool, cool. Aww! Okay, awesome. I'm just gonna take a quick break. I'm gonna be doing a lot of reading, and I need a lot more water at my disposal. I'll be right back. we're back. Thank you so much for hanging out and for waiting. And I actually want to look at these. They have their socials in the settings. Interesting. Are we able to go up this? Yes, we are. Oh, what a cute little cafe! Piper? Hey, Luca, what's up? You know it's summer break, right? Of course. And it's like the morning? Correct. And you're studying? Like they say, the early bird gets the proper education required for a successful and fulfilling career later in life. Hey, Zariel. Hiya, Luca. Could you please tell this lazy butt to help out in the cafe? Lumi, Zariel would like you... Luca, let me give you a little gem of advice. If you never do what you don't love, then you'll never work a day in your life. You're really setting the kid up for success. I thought they were on a date. But alas. Hey, Griffin. How's the ice cream gig going? Not great. It's still pretty cold out, and I'm in the business of selling cold. I'm sure things will warm up soon. Mr. Tolliver's not at the grocery stand? He's prepping for the festival, I guess. Hey, Bert. Hi, Luca. I'm doing some fact-checking for the town history exhibit. Look, kid, I'm just here to put up the lights. But did you know? When the town was founded, there were only 7 citizens, and they all worked for a mining company. And there was only one dirt road leading to town, and there still is only one road leading to town. Oh, right. Look at the giant melon! No touching. Oh, we're so bad. Yesterday I saw, it's the really old gif, but it's just like one of my favorite things on the internet ever, is the cat who touches the fishy. It's like, I'm gonna touch a fishy. It's like, no, touch the fishy. Okay. But I'm gonna touch a fishy. I love touch the fishy. It's my favorite. Sharper Valentine, founder of Beacon Pines.
A bit much, if you ask.
Hey, Solomon. Apologies, no time for chit-chat. Looks like the library hasn't opened yet. I'll check back later. I love his voice sound. It's so deep. Luca, my boy. Hold up a tick. Hey, Mr. Nuncreed. I was just on my way to... I just sold the last jar of your grandmother's preserves. Can't stock the shelves fast enough, turns out. Preserves are so good. I don't even know what they are. I already know they're good. I guess Juniper will just have to swing by with more of her lovely jam. Uh-huh. Well, don't let this old man slow you down. You just remind her that she still owes me that dance. Just go date my grandma, man. Don't talk to me about it. I'm 12.
A promise Gran regretted the second it was made.
She's a fine woman, that Juniper. She's pretty cool, I guess. A real... Shut up, Mr. Nuncreed! You're weird!
The phone booth was brand new. Part of Perennial Harvest's Beacon Pines Reborn initiative. It didn't see much use.
Hey, Luca. Hey, Joey. How's the bug hunt going? Not great. Bugs have been shy this week. Bugs get shy? Oh, sure, bugs aren't that different from people. Sometimes they just want to be left alone. If you're going into Weepwood, just be careful where you step. No bug crunching. Got it.
Luca peeked up at the beehive. It appeared to be deserted. After the foul harvest destroyed their wealth and reputation, the Valentines shuttered off their estate from the rest of town. The Valentine mansion loomed over every other building in town, both figuratively and literally.
Nothing? Okie dokie. Let's go explore a place. What's it called? Fertilizer manufacturer.
The path led into a small hollow at the edge of Weepwood.
Caution, electrified fence. Is that sign new?
The fence thrummed with a gentle electric buzz.
So what would Rollo do if he was
Luca
here?
often asked himself what Rollo would do, so that he could rule out that option.
I'm definitely not touching that thing.
As sparks flew from the fence, the light atop that section shut off. 2 bulbs remained. One more to go.
Oh, neat. I do, like, they don't,
The fence's buzzing gave way.
kind of just let you figure out the gameplay.
Every kid in town knew the old Valentine fertilizer building. Long abandoned, the warehouse once served as the industrial heart of Beacon Pines. Now, it stood only as a reminder of things left behind. The dormant building showed strange signs of life.
So Rollo wasn't exaggerating for once. What's going on here?
One way to find out.
That smells awful. Too bad Rollo's not here. He'd have no problem poking around in there.
The hose emitted a subtle sound. It was actively draining some kind of... The water looked almost diseased. It flowed slowly into the woods. Luca thought he heard faint sounds coming from the other side of the door. He pressed his ear against the cold metal to hear better.
A zipper?
The
Footsteps?
sound of footsteps grew louder.
Hello? Ooh. Shit. Ooh, we get swear words in this game. Shit. Love it. I want old-timey vintage plates with that on it. Just shit.
The heavy steel door knocked Luca to the ground. Disoriented, he looked up to see an imposing figure silhouetted in a green glow. It lunged toward him. He tried to scramble away, but felt a gloved hand latch onto his ankle. Luca watched his fingernails leave trails in the dirt as the hand slowly dragged him back through the door, into the lab, into the green light.
This is a story about...
This is a story about change. It was far from the sort of change Luca imagined for himself. But change is, after all, a dangerous animal. The end? I probably should have warned you about this. There are many paths that our story can take. Most will end in tragedy. But don't let that discourage you. We will find the ending that this story deserves. I just know it. From here on out, a charm will have a check mark when it's been used to its full potential at a given turning point. Now, let's try something different.
Excellent. Okay. In the past, he found the best way to deal with an enraged Rosie was to be a little shit.
Past, he found the best way to deal with an enraged Roxy was to
Roxy.
be a little shit.
Make a break for it! What have you done? Did that little shit just kick me? Run all you want, you little twerps. You gotta come home eventually. Luca, my boy. Me neither! You just get to be a little shit and kick your friend's sister and run. Delightful. Oh, thank God, we don't have to listen to that anymore. Boy's got too much of his father in him. A real shame. Okay. I win. A little help? I am the champion. We were racing. Did that road get longer? Like anything ever changes around here. It seemed longer. You're just lightheaded from the run. You really need to pace yourself better next time. Caution, electrified fence. That's definitely new. Creepy. Why did you do that? You can always figure out what the plan was when you're done. I did my part establishing that touching the fence is bad.
As the glowing windows of the old warehouse came into view, Rollo began to bounce excitedly.
Good thing 2/8 detectives are on the case. Did you feel that? What? The excitement in the air? You bet your butt I did. Check out this puddle. I like that. Right over a little tip tap, tip tap. Yusuf, welcome. How's your Wednesday going? Door's locked. This dumpster's new, right? I bet it's got stuff in it. I can't really see what's in here. I think there's treasure in here. Are you sure that isn't the hazardous waste? Just help me get in. Come on, Lady Luck. There's a squishy bag of squish. A good inch of stagnant sludge. Wait, hold the phone. Hold 2 phones. Check these bad boys out. Are those walkie-talkies? Oh my God. Me and my friend in elementary school had walkie-talkies and it was the best. Do these actually work? Ground command to Hank Atomic. Hank, do you read me? This is Hank Atomic ground command. You're coming in 5 by 5. How are your vital readouts, Hank? It's getting a little stuffy in here. Requesting assistance for evac. Help is on the way. Oh my god, they're so cute. Someone's coming. Give me your hand. Scoot over. I'm coming in. Tell me you saw that. Dude, I don't know what I saw. He's coming back. Get down.
The boy sat petrified under the weight of the bag.
Oh god, tell me that's not what I think it is. Luca, do you know what separates run-of-the-mill detectives from ace detectives? When the chips are down, ace detectives dig deeper for clues.
Felt around at the large sack which burdened them. He snatched
Aha!
the tag from just within a small zipper opening in the bag.
It's some sort of badge or something.
Bull held the badge up to a faint shaft of light within the dumpster.
Dr. Prescott, Deep Engineering. It's a name tag. Who would throw away a bag full of slimy old name tags? I think it's just one name tag in a bag full of something else. I think we should make a break for it. This is no time to panic. Dude, I am not holding your hand. What other slime-covered hand would be in here? Oh yeah. That's a hand. I mean, I'm beginning to see the benefits of your run for our lives plan. Okay.
Lucas sat in the dark, tracking the sound of Rollo's footsteps as he ran. 1, 2, 3. He pressed his ear to the dumpster wall, straining to hear Rollo's footsteps as they faded away. 15, 16, 17. He tried not to think about the contents of the dumpster as he counted. 35, 36, 37. The thick stench made it hard to breathe. Screw it, that's long enough. Luca carefully lifted the lid and peered out. Nothing. No sign of Rollo. No sign of the man in the yellow suit. Time to haul ass. Luca clambered from the dumpster, stumbling to his knees. He was up like a shot and running, sprinting toward home as fast as he could. Beacon Pines flew by, blurred by the tears that welled up in his eyes. He wouldn't remember getting home at all that night. Throwing his front door open, storming up the stairs to his room and surrendering to sleep almost as abruptly as he hit his pillow. Chapter 3.
Okay.
Finding a friend. The next morning, it was quieter than usual at the breakfast table. Only the sound of silverware and chewing interrupted the awkward silence.
I finished jarring a mess of jam last night. So that'll need to get delivered into town today. So what did you and Rollo get up to yesterday? Nothing interesting. Hello? Calm down. No, of course it was the right thing to do. Start gathering folks. I'll be right there. Are you sure there isn't anything you want to tell me about yesterday? Anything I want to tell you? Not really. We just sort of ran around a bit.
Anne's brow furrowed. She let out a long sigh. Her voice was quiet and even.
I have to go take care of something. You are to stay in this house for the day. Under no circumstances are you to leave. If I'm not back by dinner, there's stew in the icebox. But nothing. You are to stay here. Understand? Say it! I'll stay here until you get back. Good. Well, that was strange.
An eerie electronic sound echoed from Luca's bedroom.
Hello? Is anyone there? Hello? Rolo, was that you? God, swear to me! Hello, Guns. How's it going? Over?
Luca glanced at the now. He wasn't sure what to.
Oh, hey, Roxy. Is this about me, accidentally kicking you? Oh, that's good to hear, Guns. Is Rolo here? No. Look at me, Luca. This is serious. Oh, you won your shooting competition. That's great. You devastated. I almost feel bad. Aw. Well, they'll just have to step up. Is Rolo here? Bum, bum, bum. I haven't seen him since yesterday. Rolo didn't come home last night. What?
A pit formed in Luca's stomach.
Where was the last place you saw him? We were playing around in Weepwood. And then it was late and then we went home. Weepwood? If he's alive, I'm gonna kill that little creep. Is there anything else? Anything he said?
His mouth felt dry.
We were just messing around. I need to go let people know to check the woods. You stay out of trouble. Go see if he's hiding in the library or something.
Luca could feel his heart beating in his throat. The road leading to Beacon Pines was long and uninspiring, a sort of natural barrier.
Hey Bert, have you seen Rolo? Nope. Though I've mostly been talking to clipboards. They're setting up lots of stuff for the festival. This one said he had to process some answers. I told him that was fine. I'll wait right here until he gets back. You won back your entry fee. Woo! Howdy, Luca. I'm not Pete, you silly goose. I'm Toby. Could have fooled me.
Toby looked up from the clipboard excitedly.
So how about you start by telling me... God, you joker. We're all a part of this together. You let us know when you're free to answer a few questions. We really need to get back to work. Just a couple more minutes. If Roxy said she will be here, then she will be here. I just don't see why I'm standing around doing nothing and waiting for Roxy, when I could be standing around doing nothing and getting paid for it. Come on, Lumi. Roxy needs our help. No offense, but isn't Rollo always getting into trouble? Something feels different this time. What can we do to help? We need to check where the adults aren't. So I guess it's up to us. I guess it's up to us to check Weepwood. Our shift doesn't end for a couple hours. We could spend the time making posters. That would be great, I guess. All right, Fitz and I will check Weepwood. We'll be back later to pick up posters. My dad has a map of Weepwood. That seems good. Here's the library. What's this about a missing child? I must stress that the situation is completely under control. It all seems so terrible. Look how chunky her sweater is. My goodness. And you're sure there's nothing we can do to help? Nonsense. Young Mr. Cotter will turn up safe and sound, I am certain. You just focus on settling in. I trust my sister has supplied you with suitable lodging. Oh yes, Miss Valentine has been more than accommodating. We were just telling our daughter Beck that... Some. Now where did she run off to? Oh my god, it's a little bat! If you have a name, if you name a place Weepwood, you're just begging for all your children to get lost and die there. Absolutely. Oh my god, this little bat is so cute. Yeah, Rollo didn't come home last night. I wonder if it's connected. I was checking out reports about increased activity around town. Windowless trucks, mechanical noises, strange lights. Oh, thanks so much, Guns. Have fun at trivia. The Valentine family is always suspicious. Perennial Harvest certainly has the resources. The best place to start looking is where the trail went cold. Where did you see him last? I'll check out Weepwood when my shift ends. I do my best work at night. Oh my gosh, she's so cute. Library. Okay.
Kato volunteered at the library during the summers. He wasn't very social, so he'd dedicate each summer to becoming an expert in a single subject, making him a reliable source of very particular knowledge. If you were to ask Kato something he didn't know, he'd escape into the dusty old bookshelves and return with just the right thing.
Hey, Kato.
Was lost in his
Kato.
reading.
I guess she's saying Kato.
Luca crooked his neck to see the title. Introduction to Melitology. He gestured to the shelves.
Right now, books I haven't read yet. Onto the wonderful world of bees. Oh, and there's that empty bee's nest. Did you know that around 70% of bee species actually live in underground tunnels? Or that if there are two queens in a hive, they will fight to the death for supremacy. You haven't seen Rollo around recently, have you?
Mycological phosphorescence.
More like my complete loss of interest. Nice one. Good zinger, Luca. Okay.
The entire top level of the library was devoted to comics.
Yeah.
Most of which were Hank Atomic and the myriad of lesser revered spin-offs. There were rarely any actual new additions, simply a variety of existing content wrote.
What sort of monster puts candy behind a locked door? Mr. Nuncreed works weird hours sometimes. When do I work? No. What's your name? Luca Van Horn. You new here? Yup. Not by choice.
Moved often, giving her little time to establish any real connections. She would tell you she prefers it that way.
I'm looking for my friend Rollo. He didn't come home last night. He's like, missing? Does that sort of thing happen a lot around here?
Shifted his feet uncomfortably.
Welp, that sucks. Hey, wait up.
Beck pulled a coin from her pocket.
I'm coming with you. What? So says the unlucky penny. Yep, well, technically it lands on heads. Leave this kid to find his friend alone. But I always do the opposite. Hey, welcome. How's it going? We were playing some Beacon Pines. Our friend is missing, and we gotta try to find him. A person should never be without their unlucky penny. I love the way they run. It is so funny. Oh! Okay. Yeah. So, I found it very interesting. Oh, they put a big old sign up. Oh, they boarded up the way in. Okay. So, one of the music YouTubers I watch, his name is Mike the Snare. And he put up a video on how to hit sort of like his journey like getting into metal. And I've always thought it was very interesting, I remember he posted a Twitter poll, or not really a poll, but like a Twitter thread asking how you would get people into metal. And I always found that I don't know. I don't love the whole concept of trying to get someone into something. I find that framing weird versus I don't know, just showing a friend or some loved one an interest of yours is very different from getting trying to get them to like the same thing you do. I've always found that a little awkward and fraught. And I mean, not cultish, that's a little extreme, but you have something you like and you want it, you want, people you like to like the same things as you, because then you can, but it's just sort of just, I don't know how much it works ever if that person isn't already predisposed to it, especially something I mean, I still think cultish is extreme. I mean, they're definitely more passionate about it, and metalheads are definitely more likely to make it a personality, but also not really. I don't know. But I thought it was interesting that the most common answers for how do you get someone into metal, what music do you show them, is that, and all the answers were just to show them really old stuff. It was mostly to show them Black Sabbath or Iron Maiden or Metallica, things that are early chronologically in metal. And I just I don't know. I guess I don't know. I just sort of like, I haven't ever, like, gotten someone into metal, but, like, my friends who have had to be around me while I am listening to metal, they typically seem to just like more like melodic stuff and like the pretty sounding metal. And I just think it's interesting that I was like based on like, oh, show them old stuff versus like things that would probably align with their tastes. Our friends who have had to endure us. Yes. They're... just like, I don't know, man. Man, particularly like the Black Sabbath. I don't think Black Sabbath is gonna is like what you should show someone who like isn't into metal and like, ah, nah. This barely metal, but also kind of weird album. This is it, dog. But yeah, like if I'm having to like making people listen to metal now, it's either gonna be like Winter Sun or basically like Winter Sun or Fintroll, because Winter Sun is pretty and Fintroll is just like drinking music but with electric guitars. And basically like, especially it's easier at this point, like, I don't know, there's like a lot more like fantasy stuff out there. Like if you like the intro track to Vikings, that's metal, just listen to that. Or like basically anything where a bunch of like the hobbits when they're singing in the Hobbit movies, which are bad, but like there's the song they sing, that's a metal song. Don't show people Meshuggah. No. But I liked it, but it was, cause like, yeah, if you watch a lot of Mike the Snare, like, yeah, he's definitely like not a metalhead, but you know, listens to like, he will enjoy like, you know, Metallica and System of a Down and stuff. And he tried to listen to some like Norwegian black metal and he's like, ooh, I bounce off this pretty hard. Yeah, Epica's good for that, like Nightwish. If you got like a lady singing, that definitely helps. If they're not into, he also likes Deaf Haven, because if you're like a music nerd, you like Deaf Haven. But I would not show that to most casual listeners. Okay, what are we doing? Luca felt a chill as he approached Beck.
Eyes were locked on the strange green liquid. The nearby grass was coated in a fine layer of frost.
Is this sort of thing normal around here? Because puddles of glowing ooze are definitely not what I expected from this place. I have no idea what that stuff is. Next obvious step is science. Poke it with a stick.
Luca watched as Beck dipped a broken tree branch into the goo. Beck's eyes widened as flowers grew from the dead wood.
Ooh.
First small buds, which quickly bloomed into vibrant petals. As quickly as they had grown, the flowers began to shrivel and turn gray.
Ooh.
Beck dropped the stick with a grunt of disgust.
So the science tells us this gunk is weird as hell. Oh my god, they're so cute. Oh my goodness. Oh, but they're the bully though. They're gonna be mean. Also, I love this rhino with the dress and the hat. Iconic. I don't have time for this right now, Iggy. Hello. I don't think we've been properly introduced. Iggy's the name. This is my compatriot Tish. You've probably heard of us. Night in the Woods. I never played that. But I know the like aesthetic of it. Yeah, like it's animals in the wood. Yeah. Why would you hang out with this dud? Hey. He seems pretty all right. Has he even told you that his parents skipped out on him? Wow. Kids are mean. They got tired of having such a pathetic kid and left him. Don't talk about my family. First his pops croaked, then his mom finally couldn't take it anymore and bounced. Uh-oh.
Iggy took a step towards Luca, his sneer lit by the glowing puddle. Beck could see tears welling in Luca's eyes, his fists clenched. Some things about Beacon Pines were very different from the city, but a bully from a hayseed town is really no different from a city bully. Beck took a deep breath and thought.
Well, time to bust out the... Tickles! Yes! It's like, that scene in The Office where Daryl is telling, Michael about the hood. And he's like, yeah, you know, we like, when we had to settle disputes between people, we gave him the old fluffy fingers and you tickle him. And he's like, you really? He's like, yeah. We tickle them in the hood. I don't know how much The Office would resonate with the youth. I mean, if you enjoyed the episodes you saw, you should watch more, but I wouldn't be surprised if it's grating. Because, like, a lot of the jokes in The Office... I mean, I guess the jokes are, like, jokes that are just jokes are funny, but if it's referencing something, like, a lot of the references are supposed to be old for, like, my time. And so, if you're already, like, 8 or 10 years younger than that, then, like, I don't know if you'd even, like, know the references. Bison Hider, welcome! Yeah, the work culture hasn't changed. But yeah, just like the references. And I have also seen, I mean, maybe not the most baseless criticism that there's a lot of people who find Michael Scott like irredeemably horrible and kind of don't like that he becomes like sort of beloved. And like, I kind of get that, but I just think it's fucking hilarious. Anyhow, there's a bully. We're gonna give him the old fluffy fingers.
Well, time to bust out the tickles.
Hey Tish, wanna see something cool?
Beck lunged forward and began to tickle under Tish's arms.
Tish, is she tickling? Yup.
Tears began to form in Tish's eyes as she gasped for breath between gales of laughter. Beck redoubled her efforts until Tish finally had had enough.
What just happened? What? He seems nice. Sorry for the interruption. I think you were just threatening us.
Iggy's eyes darted around, a realization dawning on his face that he was now outnumbered.
I have somewhere to be.
Iggy kicked at the puddle before making his escape.
Oh. Did you just kill Beck?
Beck shook the ooze out of her hair as best as she could.
Oh, she's got a little rogue stripe. That's okay.
Chapter 4. The Best Policy. Luca paused for a moment, catching his breath. He'd only just met Beck, and somehow he already managed to drag her into this mess. Hopefully he could make it up to her. But finding Rollo was his primary concern.
Okay, so we don't cross the... We don't cross the U's. Oh, gosh. Oh. Luca, what the hell are you doing out here? And why did a kid with gray hair just run past us in a panic?
Fitz looked drained. It was clear they'd spent all day searching.
I don't care who she is. What happened? We're just helping look for Rollo. I need you to start telling me the truth.
Could often be dismissed as the impatience of it, but this was the most intense Luca had ever seen her. Her eyes were wild and unfocused, looking straight through Luca.
We're running out of time.
A torrent of rambled words and tears.
Rollo and I weren't just playing in the Weepwood yesterday. We were investigating lights at the old Valentine warehouse, but someone was there in a strange suit, and we hid in the dumpster and had a heavy bag dropped on us, and I think it was a body. And so we ran, but we got split up, and I ran home. And it's all my fault. And now my best friend may never come back. Oh, shit.
Roxy, still exhausted and angry, softened briefly as her eyes hunted the ground in thought. With a determined sigh, she looked up at Luca.
It's not your fault, Luca. Rollo's gonna be okay. I promise.
Roxy drew herself up.
I'm gonna fix this. Luca, go home. But I want to help. This is too dangerous for a kid. I can't just sit around. I have to do something.
The safest place to send Luca.
You go back to that little treehouse you two like to play in. Wait there in case Rollo shows up.
Luca wiped his cheeks and...
Okay. Tell him about the slime! Child, no! My dad has been acting weird lately. Weirder than normal.
Huddle, Roxy rubbed her arms to warm up.
Green dress looks like Alvin? Which Alvin? I'm thinking Alvin and the Chipmunks, but Alvin's not a chipmunk. This place gives me the willies. Yes, the Chipmunks.
Mr. Nuncree jumped with a start.
Don't sneak up on an old fella like that.
Luca motioned to the phone booth.
Oh no, I was just checking because I thought I heard it ring. But the dang thing never does, of course. The whole thing was a waste of money, if you ask me. Any word from Rollo yet? Silly boy's antics have his whole town worried sick. This is getting intense. You think this is a prank? What other possible explanation could there be? He's not playing a prank and he didn't get lost. Someone took him. I know it. How would you know that? Unless, Luca, is there something else that you know?
Mr. Nuncree gently placed one of his substantial hands on Luca's shoulder.
Dang it, boy. If there's something you know, something that could help your friend, you need to tell folks.
Luca peered up at Mr. Nuncree. Kind eyes warmed a stern face. There was a deeper emotion hiding beneath it all. It was subtle, but Luca could sense something eating away at him. There was a shame lurking behind those eyes. A deep sadness. If Mr. Nuncree was that worried about Rollo, maybe he could help.
Yesterday, Rollo and I were messing around at the old Valentine warehouse. You were with Rollo when he went missing. I was hiding in the dumpster. First, we were just looking around. Someone with a strange yellow suit came and dumped something on us. We both got scared and ran. That's the last I saw of him. That's why you don't go skulking in someone's dumpster. Yes, this is very, like, Goosebumps. It is... It's a mystery game, and it's got, like, branching points where you discover words you can use along the way, and as you get more, then you get, like, more options in your different branches. I think it was a body. There was a name tag. It said Deep Engineering. I wish you wouldn't have said that.
Deep sigh bellowed from his chest.
Why did you have to? I tried, Luca. God knows I tried to keep you safe.
Luca attempted to take a step back, but Nuncreed's hand clamped down on his shoulder.
But you Van Horns just can't help yourselves, can you? Also, this music rules.
With a firm shove, Nuncreed manhandled Luca into the phone booth.
What are you doing? It's out of my hands now.
Shut with a mechanical hiss.
Shit.
As Luca pounded the glass, the floor dropped from under his feet. The inside of the phone booth was now a loose capsule plummeting at gravity's whim. Luca winced and pressed his hands to the walls. As he braced for impact, the capsule hurried to a surprisingly smooth stop. He felt a cold rush of air and opened his eyes with hesitance. Two large figures in hazmat suits occluded his view. Luca heard the deep, resigned voice of Mr. Nuncreed over an intercom. He knows the end. Wait. This isn't the end. I know there's somehow this one. Okay, let's...
Okay, yeah, so, like, this is the branch, and it shows you all the words you have and whether or not you've used them, which is really nice. Okay, so we're gonna go back here. It's time to bust out the strange. Okay, so this is back where the bullying was happening.
Well, time to bust out the strange.
All right, Luca, looks like you need a little mud bath. What's wrong with you, new kid? We're about to pound your friend.
Beck stared in silence, the only sign of life being the twitch of an eye.
The little voice for Tish, or whatever this character's name is very good. Science! Stop being a weirdo. I like, yeah. Raiders, welcome. Oh man, how are you guys doing? How is your stream? Sivart343, welcome. Hello. Are you some kind of wackadoo? Oh. This is a good antic. I mean, it's not like foolproof or anything, but like, if you want to make someone uncomfortable, you just like stare at them and don't talk. They'll fill the silence. Yeah. Makes sense. Wackadoos travel in packs, eh, dud?
At the sight of Iggy taunting back, something in Luca snapped. Iggy's smirk shifted to a look of shock as Luca launched himself into his stomach.
Are you still playing Earthbound? Oh, they didn't like your ROM hack. Oh, that's too bad. I'm glad you had a friend, though. Having friends in stream is so delightful. Iggy's smirk shifted to a look of shock as Luca launched himself into his stomach. Oh, so...
Clothes were drenched in the glowing ooze.
Yeah, I don't like these children messing around this ooze. I don't... Maternal bound ROM hack. Interest. Is that the same one you were telling us about? You said you were playing with like a bunch of like quality of life improvements and stuff, or is this a different one? The QOL, okay. Okay, so if you guys, if you are not familiar with Beacon Pines, this is like a mystery game. There is a fertilizer factory in town that's been like abandoned, but now you and your friend found some activity there. And you and your friend went missing. So now we're looking for our friend Rolo. And we discovered this pile of ooze where like they stuck a branch into it and the branch like bloomed a bunch of flowers, but then the flowers all died really quickly. So the ooze is bad. And the ooze, we just got all the ooze on the bully. So we'll see what happens with that. 1 out of 128 drops after 2 encounters? Ooh, what drop is that?
Iggy's voice began to slur as he struggled to get up.
I don't feel so good. The Sword of Kings. Oh, nice. I did not realize that was a drop. Yeah, so I mean, it's an indie game. I don't know. I'm not sure yet, like, how horror it'll be, because, like, the protagonist is 12 years old, so I'm thinking more like Goosebumps, but it's also pretty early. But we are watching a child have something horrible happen to them, so we'll see. Also, the kids say shit. Oh, shit. Well, okay, they didn't die, so that's nice. That was intense. Iggy's gonna be okay, right? Nothing about this seems okay.
Person at the warehouse, this strange ooze, and what it did to Iggy. Was Rolo caught up in all of this?
We have to find Rolo. Took the words out of my mouth. Okay. And so then another aspect of this game is there's like branching paths, and what it is there'll be like a sentence, and then you get to fill it in with whatever word options you have, and you get to like go through, like, as you're exploring the world, you'll find words to use. Okay. Nope, can't go any further. Okay. This is the CEO of the new business in town. You startled me. What in the dickens are you up to in this part of town? Excuse me. We're just helping look for Rolo. You haven't heard the good news? Rolo showed up safe and sound a bit ago. Really? Where was he? It's funny, really. He just got a little turnaround in the woods. They can be disorienting, you know. I'm starting to get that impression. He's at his house now, getting some well-deserved rest. Just scurry along before you get lost yourselves. I think the CEO is a hyena? That's my guess. It looks sort of like a Lion King hyena to me. Because, like, the ears are, like, rounded a bit. The CEO of a new business and a mystery? Probably a real stand-up person, right? They're just, like, one of it's just, like, a total red herring, and they're just, like, the nicest person. And they're like, we're not using science to, I don't know, experiment on puppies. That reminds me. Luca, your grandmother was looking for you. She was worried sick. You should march straight home. I need to talk with Nellie about work anyway. You don't want me to go visit my friend, huh? Interesting, adult.
Beck glanced toward.
I'll introduce you to Rollo tomorrow.
Rollo. A wave of relief washed over Luca, which was quickly replaced by a sense of dread. Gran is going to kill me. If he hurried, he might just make it home before sundown. Our harvest awaits.
I don't like the way you said that, narrator.
Luca took a deep
What's our harvest? What are we harvesting?
door, steeling himself for Gran's wrath.
Gran? I'm home. Everything's fine. I know I wasn't supposed to go anywhere. I was just helping looking for Rollo.
Luca was alone. The house was empty.
So Gran's not back yet. I guess that's a good thing. Nothing to do now but sleep, I guess.
Luca was sitting by the pond, listening to small waves lap against a rock. His father sat in a folding chair in front of him. Without turning, he spoke. "Why don't you grab me some nice bait?" "Sure thing, Dad." Luca hopped over to the tackle box and popped open the lid. Inside was a rolling, buzzing mass. "We're fishing with bees?" Luca's father gave a warm chuckle. "Well, you catch more fish with bees than honey. Pick us out a good one."
No.
Luca closed his eyes and plucked out a bee. He could feel its wings struggle between...
Oh, this 6-year-old's just like not afraid of picking up bees. Okay.
Holding it at arm's length, he hurried over. His father deftly baited the hook and examined his work. "Interesting choice." With a practiced flick of the wrist, the line buzzed in a graceful arc. The water accepted it without a splash or ripple. The wrong choice, but I respect it.
Dude, I guess like it's like if it's like a fuzzy little bumblebee, if I needed to for some reason, I could pick it up.
The pond began
But I wouldn't
to
want
freeze
to.
over. Sometimes we gotta make the wrong choice before we can make it right. Pallid ice propagated across the still surface with an alarming speed. Luca scrambled back as the ground beneath him turned cold. "Dad, I don't understand." "Sorry, kiddo. Understanding isn't always part of the deal." The relentless ice shot through the fishing line toward his father. "Dad, look at..." His father casually wound the reel. "None of it's your fault, you know. Never was." "Dad, we have to go." Luca grabbed his father's shoulder.
We don't need to watch any of this? Okay.
"Please, you have to run." The ice crackled as it spread across his father's hands. That's the thing about fishing, Luca. His chest began to crystallize. You toss your hook in, and you never know what you're gonna pull out. A shock of searing cold ran up Luca's arms. The chair tipped backwards in a single frozen. Luca tried to stop the momentum, but it was too late. He watched the icy form of his father slam into the hard ground, shattering into 1,000 pieces that crowded around his feet. "Dad, I don't understand. What does all this mean?"
Means your brain is rearranging and processing information.
The gentle rustle of leaves was the only reply. Luca's eyes struggled to focus on the walkie-talkie. Faintly, he could hear Rollo amongst the noise.
Luca! Excuse me. Rollo, is that you? It's the middle of the night. Thank God. Listen, I don't know how long this thing will work down here.
Rollo's voice was coming through more clearly now. But some words were still just static.
Listen to me. Someone grabbed me yesterday. It was blank, blank, blank. Took me to some sort of blank. I think I'm underground. They seem more interested in blank, blank, blank for now, at least. Mr. Kerr said you made it home safe. Dun, dun, dun! No, blank, 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 trust. Blank, blank, blank. He's blank, blank, blank. Hold on, someone's coming.
Went silent.
Rolo, where are you?
Luca held still, waiting for a response. His pounding heartbeat marking the passage of time.
Think they're gone. Blank, 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 getting worse.
Rolo's voice began to fade.
Losing signal. Not much time. Mission control. You need to blank, blank, blank the treehouse.
With that, the signal died.
He wants me to use the antenna in the treehouse to get a better signal. Okay.
Luca grabbed the walkie-talkie and sprinted to the... Luca heard a group of footsteps approaching. He dashed behind the bushes to avoid being spotted.
That's our gran. I don't know who those two are. So, we all understand our roles. You can count on me. I still think we need more time. This wasn't the original plan.
Mr. Tolliver paused, shifting his eyes to one side.
We're all in danger now. I, for one, refuse to sit idly by while that danger persists. Hiram, you just keep your wits about you.
Tolliver took one long, quiet breath.
You're right. You can count on me. I just wish we could have made that deal with Harris Valentine. Harris. Not, I guess it's Eris, isn't it? But there's an H in it. Her resources would have still come in handy. As I said, I had no time to contact her after your call this morning. How's Luca holding up? He's fine. We shouldn't lose sight of the fact that this is all... I know very well what this is all for. We have no choice. Operation Sparkplug has a new objective. Are we in agreement?
We shared a determined look.
Good. We'll reconvene after the festival. The music in this game is great. I love it. Why are you meeting with Mr. Fratelli and Mr. Tolliver late at night? Hey, Luca. It's the bat! Dawn, you scared me. How long have you been there? Look at her. She's so cute. Just a few minutes. Earlier today, I saw Mr. Tolliver and your Grant enter the diner together. When my shift at the newsstand was over, they still hadn't left. So I used the greatest tool of any investigative reporter. Time. When they left, I tailed Amir. What do you think they're up to? It's a bat named Dawn. It's very cute. And they squeak so much. They mentioned the festival. Has your grandma been doing anything different recently? Anything strange? She got a phone call this morning and rushed out the door. A call from Hiram Tolliver, it seems. She was either furious or terrified, or both. Luca, be careful out there. I think we might be in the middle of the scoop of a lifetime. Aren't you coming out? No, I'm gonna stake out here for a bit longer. See ya, Luca. So this is just like a little memory of fishing with Dad, and you get different things to try as tackle.
Luca placed his finger on the line. Sometimes the best stuff is at the bottom of the pond.
So far we have caught an old boot and our old rubber ducky. And this game has a fishing mini game, so it is a 10 out of 10. Malice 80 proof whiskey. A hard liquor for a hard man. Best leave that be. Takes a real piece of work to leave something like that lying around. It's significantly easier than Stardew fishing, so I like it more. But it's also not like nearly as in depth, right? I don't think we're gonna be like fishing for any whatever, what were they, like void salmon or something, the, like really angry one that's like impossible to catch. No, I do want to go this way though. I lied. Rolo, are you there? I'm at the treehouse now, Rolo. Mr. Kerr said you were all right. What happened out there? Dang it, Rolo, where are you? Who's there?
Luca could only see a cloaked shape behind the rocket.
I've got weapons in here, so you better come out right now. Yeah, there's a baseball bat behind you. Grab it.
Strained to hear as a muffled voice began.
Weapons. How could you hurt something that's already dead? Oh shit, it's Iggy. Oh shit. Oh.
Gripped Luca's throat.
Who are you? You don't recognize me? I guess I don't even recognize myself anymore.
Luca stared at the ground for a moment, trying to place the dampened voice. The figure shifted slowly from behind the rocket, revealing itself to Luca.
I'm a monster. Okay, it looks pretty cute. I'm like sort of waiting to like see if the game just like starts giving you some just like horrific, just like mutilated art, but it's staying in the cute child mystery realm, and that I'm okay with that. I'm very okay with that. And now they hunt me like the beast I am. Cause it's the bully that we splashed the ooze on, and so his face is all like kind of deformed, and he's an angsty boy. And he speaks in edgy lyrics. It's so good. Iggy.
Reached over empathetically. Iggy's tone jolted to dejected anger.
Don't touch me! This is all your fault.
Slumped to the ground, overwhelmed by guilt.
I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to. I lost control. So you couldn't control yourself for a second, and I get to be like this forever? You're a bully, Iggy. There must be a way to fix this. You gonna be my savior? Perfect little Luca saves the day. With his positive attitude and the power of friendship. None of this matters. There's no time. They're after me. They chased me all through Weepwood. I only came in here to hide. Hide from who? Who's after you? It's not safe, Luca. Rolo, where are you? The treehouse. I'm at the treehouse, Rolo. Where are you? No, Luca, the treehouse isn't safe. They said they were going to the treehouse. I was trying to tell you to stay away from the treehouse. Who said they were going to the treehouse? The clipboards. What did I tell ya? Those perennial harvest wackadoos are after me. This character likes the word wackadoo, and it's delightful. They've been chasing me, yelling questions at me. They're saying the same stuff they always do, but it's different now. Less asking, more threatening. We're gonna figure this out, Iggy. Yeah, well, Thanks. Hello? Is anyone present in this arboreal domicile? Imagine with a cheesy New Yorker accent now. Crap, they found me. Luca, what's happening? Don't panic. You stay here and I'll see what they want. There's so many of them. Hello, Mr. Van Horn. We would love to hear your thoughts. Do you have time for an informal chat? We will be brief. Your time is valuable to us. Be down in just a second. We have a problem. Luca, you gotta get out of there. Wispy Woods, welcome. How's it going? Who's out there? Is it them? It's the clipboards. A bunch of them. How many? Maybe all of them? You were right. They're saying the same stuff, but with the creepy knob cranked to 10. Might young Iggy be present? We would love to hear his thoughts.
Iggy slumped to his knees.
I don't know what to do. I'm just so tired. Luca, what do we do?
Luca grabbed the walkie-talkie and headed for the window.
I'm doing great. Today it was kind of like rainy and like the first like fall feeling day. Went on a run, didn't die, ate a bunch of pot stickers for dinner, and now we're playing some Beacon Pines. It's going good. Follow my lead.
Luca and Iggy climbed up the back of the treehouse to its roof, where Rollo had constructed his MCDC, the Mission Control Defense Cannon.
Mission Control Defense Cannon. Excellent.
Behind the crowd of clipboards, William Kerr strode forward, a warm smile on his face.
Iggy, there you are. You gave all of us a heck of a scare. Go away. Just leave me alone. I'm sorry, Iggy, but no can do. Don't worry, though. We're here to help. Then why are you chasing me? Luca, can you talk some sense into your pal, please? Just look at him. He's not well. What's wrong with him? What did that gunk do to him? Well, that's a pretty honkin' big question, Luca. All you need to know is that he's sick. He's real sick, Luca. I just need you to let us up there and take care of him. You told me Rollo was okay, that he was back at his place resting. He is. Poor fella just got a little lost. That's a lie. That's a hurtful thing to say, Luca. I thought we were buddies. Why? Because he lets you ramble on like a wackadoo? Do we need a wackadoo counter in chat? Is that a thing we need? Nobody likes you, you creep.
Kerr's smile faltered.
Why don't you pop on down here so we can have a face-to-face? The dialogue in this is wild. It's great. Yelling like this is gonna give us all a heck of a sore throat. And who wants that? I imagine this guy as like Ted Lasso, but creepy.
Luca's grip tightened on the MCDC.
What did you do to Rollo, you liar? Well, shucks, Luca. The only teeny tiny fib I told you was that he was at home. He is resting and he is perfectly safe. For now, at least. What happens to him next is up to you, Luca. Look around. You're in quite the pickle and I'm the only person in the whole wide world who can help you. Night in the Woods is what I think Hoodie said earlier. Crossed with Gravity Falls. I need to watch Gravity Falls. I have not done that yet. But yeah, there's a lot of good, like, children/animals in the woods media. You get to decide how this ends.
Luca's mind raced. He was caught in a trap. What do you do when there's no hope? Iggy wiped his cheeks with a sleeve. What are you gonna do, Luca?
Luca drew himself up.
Luca drew
We only got one option so far.
and decided to take the only option they had left. Fight. He swung the mission control defense cannon around, aiming it confidently at the smirking face of William Kerr.
Hey, Mr. Kerr!
Summoned his most insolent demeanor.
Rollo sends his regards. Oh no. Hey, that was uncalled for, more than a little rude, and just plain unsanitary. Luca, I really did think we were good pals. What a shame that it's come to this.
Turned his back on the two boys.
And
With
this.
a nonchalant wave of the hand, he made his exit. As the clipboards began to slowly advance on the treehouse, Luca looked to Iggy with resignation in his eyes. The end. That escalated quickly. Let's put a pin in.
Oh, interesting. Okay. Okay, so this is back. There was a thread where we went and investigated the warehouse by ourselves instead of with Rollo. And then, like a guy in a hazmat suit opens the door and kidnaps Luca. So that's where we are now.
This is a story about struggle. Luca could hear a machine humming somewhere nearby. He felt around wildly, searching for something, anything that could help. His hands found a hard object, maybe a tile? He yanked it free, lifting the cold stone. Let? Luca swung the tile as hard as he could at the shape that still held fast to his leg. He heard the crack of glass as the stone hit the assailant's mask. With a muffled yelp, the hand let go. Luca was free and scrambled to the door. He never looked back once on the long run home. Chapter 3. Everything's fine. The next morning, it was quiet.
So now Rollo isn't missing because Rollo didn't go with us.
Only the sound of silverware and chewing.
I finished jarring a mess of jam last night. So that'll need to get delivered into town today. Okay. What did you and Rollo get up to yesterday? Rollo had things to do, so I just sort of poked around town. I've set the jam down by the front door. There's 2 batches to drop off. One for Mr. Tolliver at the Bag and Wag. The Bag and Wag. Another for Miss Fratelli at the diner. And Mr. Nuncreed. He said he wanted some more. I suspected as much. Mr. Nuncreed is definitely working for the baddies and wants to murder us. And he also has the hots for our grandma. But he sucks, so we do not support their journey. Their journey in romance together. He seems to have taken a particular interest in my jam. There are some extras in the basket for that enthusiastic gentleman. Make sure Fratelli and Tolliver get the ones on top. Hello, it's Juniper Hartford. Before you hang up, just hear me out. I have a business proposition. The simple matter is we both have the same problem that needs solving. Very well, we can meet tonight. Oh, this is cute. Oh, you get to like carry it around. And I guess we're writing the different story paths. So like Luca doesn't know about like the different threads and like who's a baddie and who's not. Sorry about yesterday. Roxy can be so annoying. But good news, no more boring chores for me today. Did you make it to the old Valentine warehouse? What did you find? Something happened. There was someone else there. No. Not zombies, not aliens. Alien zombies? What else could it possibly be? Rolo, I've got to deliver these into town first. We can catch up after. Is it a whole thing? Spill the tea! We shouldn't talk about it here. Meet me at the treehouse tonight. Meet me at mission control. I'll never get over the running animation. It's so cute. Well, if it isn't my favorite little jam runner. Hey, Mrs. Fratelli.
She leaned forward and pinched Luca's cheek.
You're all skin and bones. Is your grand not feeding you? It's just... I understand. You know, I taught your mama how to cook back in the day. You may not even remember, but you and her used to help out in the diner. See that picture over there? Oh man, I bet this diner has the best food. Let me think about diner food now. That's you helping your mama back in the day. So cute, running around your little apron taking orders. The whole situation just breaks my heart. What happened to Eleanor? I've got a feeling she's out there somewhere, yearning to be with you again. Few things in the world can help keep a mother from her son.
Basket uncomfortably.
Let's see here.
Fratelli lifted the cloth.
They even have my name on them. How thoughtful. Bisonhider ordered pizza and they gave me a free second pizza with a sticker on it saying it's a surprise free pizza. Hell yeah! Oh. Are you just gonna slam both of them, Bisonhider? Just eat 2 pizzas in a night?
She carefully lifted out her...
And now we gotta find the bag and wag. That's his dumb drugstore.
Jeff's hardware. The effects of the foul harvest. When there are no crops in the field, tractors don't need fixing.
Okay. I'd have to call out to work if I ate both pizzas. Yeah, probably. How do they keep somewhere cold?
Huddled at his counter, Hiram Tolliver was meticulously shining apples.
Well, I'm glad I checked because there is nothing here that says bag and wag.
More accurately, Hiram Tolliver was meticulously shining 1 apple.
Eep.
With a yelp.
No bother, no bother.
Leaned forward and lowered his voice.
I see you have something for me. Yeah, Gran has some jam I'm supposed to give you.
He leaned in a bit further.
Jam? Yeah, these ones on top. She wrote your name on them.
Mr. Tolliver leaned back, speaking loud enough for anyone to hear.
Ah, yes. The jam that I ordered for me from Mrs. Juniper. Ms. Juniper? Ah, yes, the jam that I want. I'm behaving normally.
He reached forward and snapped up the jars of jam, giving Luca a little wink.
I shall put it on my store shelves post haste. Okay, weirdo. I should finish my deliveries. Also, jam, like, isn't light. This poor 12-year-old is carrying around, like, just this giant basket of jam. Is probably really heavy.
For a final whisper.
Of course. Okay, weirdo. Bye. Mr. Wilder, I trust you have time to chat.
Valentine, oldest of Sharper Valentine's children, and heir to the Valentine fortune, had a way of making questions seem like demands.
Certainly. What seems to be the problem?
Mr. Wilder had learned to assume that if he was hearing from Eris, it was because she had taken issue with something he had put in the paper.
Is she trying to silence journalism? I couldn't help but notice that the front page of the morning's paper was consumed with stories about this silly festival. That is the news of the day. But there is no mention of the museum, nor the foundation through which it was endowed. I'm sorry, Miss Valentine. My readers are more interested in the town's future rather than any one family in particular. There was a time, Mr. Wilder, when the goings-on of my family was the only thing this town cared about. Things change, ma'am. And you know, change is dangerous. Okay, if you finish that thought, I will make the monocle a permanent fixture of your anatomy. Don't threaten me, bitch! I write the paper! Did I give you the impression this conversation was finished?
Mr. Wilder averted his gaze and began to polish his monocle.
Well, good day, Mr. Wilder. Dude, Mr. Wilder is a Chad! Yes! Anger from the past, mistake not yet made, and a glimmering hope for the future. He carried them all in equal parts everywhere he went. Oh heavens, what a burden to bear. Damn, she does not want to talk to me. Figure, yeah, I should talk to people, because like you don't know if you're gonna get a chance, and there might be secret words I get from them. Gotta get all the words. Got some jam for you, Mr. Nuncreed. Luca, you seem chipper. Aside from being on delivery duty, it's a nice day.
Mr. Nuncreed eyed Luca for a moment, then nodded in agreement.
I suppose it is. Do you want your jam? Usually Juniper drops these off herself. God, Mr. Nuncreed sucks so much. I guess she's busy today. Anyway, this is my last delivery for the day.
Nuncreed snatched the basket from Luca.
I'll hold on to the basket until the next time I see your gran. Ugh. Hey, you! Anchovies or pineapple? Okay, guys. Anchovies or pineapple? My answer, anchovies. Easily. I'm assuming this is talking about pizza toppings. Anchovies all the way. Don't think. Just answer. Luca uses pineapple, of course. How old are you? 12? Perfect. Follow me. Who are you? Anyone ever tell you? You ask too many questions? Just try to keep up, okay? Shit, okay. Bromine is good for the stomach. Hey, what a crazy coincidence. Here's my new friend I was telling you about. That's wonderful. Oh, really? Oh, one of these is Beck's mom. Get this, his favorite pizza topping in the whole world is pineapple. Oh, and what is your new little friend's name?
Locked eyes with Luca, the look on her face face was equal parts expectant and desperate.
Luca Van Horn, nice to meet you. I'm Nellie, and this is Ilona. Ilona. Ilona? Interesting name. We're Beck's parents. How delightful.
Beck gave Luca a quick nudge.
How horrible of me. These are both Beck's moms. Oh my goodness. Beck told me all about you. Already feels like we've known each other for years. So you both can stop obsessing about me making friends. Oh, darling, we never doubted you. My sweater is so chunky, I do not worry about anything. It's just that, for children with fewer than 5 close friends, the probability of stunted development doubles. 1 down, 4 to go, I guess. What Nellie means is that we just want this move to be as easy on you as possible. A friend has been friended. This calls for celebration. Luca, you must join us for dinner tonight. Another coincidence. I actually already asked him and he said he would love to. It's just... In that case, we should pick up some groceries. You two don't get into too much trouble now. Fewer than 5 close friends. Yeah, how are we defining close? Also, they just moved here, and she's like, if you have fewer than 5 close friends, you're gonna be developmentally stunted. Sorry. Like, Mom, you're the one who moved me. You're welcome. My moms are great and all, but they can be a bit much sometimes. Our house is a little cottage next to that big mansion place. You live on the Valentine estate? That's the spot. Meet me by the big creepy gate. Don't be late, or I'm back to square one on the whole friend grift. Like, yeah, who do I, like, consider, like, close friends that are, like, just, like... Do I have 5? Like, not counting, like, my, like, siblings and spouse. I guess I could say 5 if I stretch my definition of close a little bit, but not too much. Huh. I'm guessing that source is citation needed. You D&D group you hang out every week? I mean, that depends. Dude, so that was always the thing. Like, when I played Magic the Gathering in person, like, you know, I'd go to the magic shop like several times a week, and you know, you see the same people all the time, but like getting those dudes to hang out like outside of Magic and like do anything other than play Magic, that was like a lot of work. That took a real long time. Like, you could just like have a like friends that you like do like your one thing with for a really long time, but then like don't know anything else about them. Yeah, I don't know. Friends are the people you maybe play an online game with? I don't know. You're closer than that by a good margin. Well, that's good. Ooh, let's see. Do we have any more tackle options? No, we do not.
Luca gently baited good for skimming the...
No, I want to talk to all the people. Do you think jam would make good bait? I guess it depends on what you're trying to catch. At this point, anything.
Luca looked up at the satellite dish. Rollo nearly killed himself putting that up into the tree.
Oh.
While it didn't turn the radio into an interstellar communicator, as he'd hoped, it did at least boost the signal enough to overhear truckers one town over.
Watch your step. There was a whole family of beetles here. They've gone missing. I thought they just sort of wandered around. Everyone has a home, Luca. Even beetles.
Checked the soles of his sandals.
I think we're okay. It's weird that they're gone. They went missing when the festival preparations began. You think the noise scared them away? Something like that. Just watch where you step, okay? You can tell those jerks. It doesn't matter how many boxes they pile up. I ain't moving. Humph. Hey, Dawn. Hey, Luca. What's up?
Dawn had dreams of becoming a big-time reporter. At night, she searched for the story that could be her big break. By day, she hawked papers at the newsstand.
They got you on jam delivery, eh? Have you noticed anything weird around town lately? What sort of weird things? You might say I've heard some things. I'm working on a story about it right now. Stay quiet. I'm so squeaky. I'm so cute. I still need to follow up on a few leads. I can't do a squeaky voice forever. I'll die. Keep me in the loop, okay? Have you seen the new kid around yet? Came in from the big city. Her parents both got jobs here. But get this, one of them is working for William Kerr and Perennial Harvest, and the other is working for Eris Valentine. The Valentines represent Beacon Pine's past, but Perennial Harvest has positioned itself as the town's future. Must make for some interesting dinner table conversations. Our poor mayor, my goodness. It's just that. Mr. Kerr has asked me to make the opening speech at the festival. Being mayor and all, you might expect me to be a charismatic speaker. The truth is, I'm terribly nervous. I really don't think I'm cut out for this sort of thing. Cut out for being mayor or public speaking, young man? Both, I suppose. I never really chose any of this. It's more of a duty to my family. For our legacy. That sounds like a heavy burden. As for the festival, just speak from your heart. I'm sure it'll be great. Have a soda? No? Okay. I have some food. Do you have games on your phone? Good morning, Jeff. What's good about it? Another day further down the tubes, if you ask me. This guy's hat is amazing. Come on now, it's not all bad. The festival is coming up. Oh, shit, we're doing a shot. Okay, BRB. Shot time. The redeems aren't showing up for you? Interesting. I just see them in chat. Do they not show up in your chat? Okay. We got our same tequila because it's yummy. I guess I should pour the shot first. I guess, yeah, so you can see it's like a full shot. Oh, man. Oh! That's just a stopper. Okay. Like, oh man, I remember one time I was watching, it was like a YouTuber, so it was like a pre-recorded video, but they were doing a thing where like they take a shot every time something dumb happens or something. But they're like, I don't drink, but I'm gonna do shots. And they were doing shots of like Malibu or Kahlua. And they were doing like quarter shots. And I'm like, girl. I mean, I guess if you don't drink, maybe that'll get you there, but I don't know, man. I feel like you would just get a sugar high before. Okay. Cheers. Tequila is good. Well, good tequila is good. Okay. The festival. Old Man Valentine used to put in on. Wait, what? Oh, sorry. I have to like really sound out some of these old-timey words. Old Man Valentine used to put on cockamamie shindigs all the time. Cockamamie. Cockamamie shindigs all the time. And where did that get us? Well, it's Perennial Harvest putting on this one, sir. And they're doing it for the whole town. As far as I see it, the difference between the old Valentine Company and this new Perennial Harvest outfit is the difference between this empty soup can and this brown. But why do you have those in your pockets, dude? Hot take. Oh, yes. So we all saw that Donkey is making a video game publishing company. And like that on its surface, good combination, hoodie. And like on the surface, like I don't care that Video Game Donkey is making a publisher. Like a lot of people are being like, oh, he doesn't know, like he doesn't make video games, so like how can he know? And like I don't think that's like really necessary. Like you can be, like a critic of something and like without having to like know the whole process of like making it. So like I think it's sort of the same about like a publisher. As long as like his contracts are good and he like treats game devs well, I think like more video games getting made is like fine by me. But the only thing I like got beef with is that like and I get like Donkey is like is like divisive and like that's fine, having video game opinions and whatnot. But like in his video where he announces it, right? He has like this whole bit about like how like, oh, there's great indie games out there, but then there's like all these like fake games that are like trying to look like indie games you like, but like they aren't as good. And during that little bit, he used clips from a video game called Crowsworn, which like isn't even out yet. And I think that's just like really shitty to say about a video game that like you haven't played yet. Crowsworn got a lot of, not a lot, but like it got some flack for, I mean, not even like really flack, but like if you watch the trailer for it, the like movement and like the palette and stuff kind of looks a lot like Silk Song. And like I totally see that, but like it's still its own game. Like you play like a Venetian mask like Crow Boy and like you have a gun and it's like it's probably like and even if it like maybe visually like reminds you of Hollow Knight or Silk Song, like ultimately the game's not out yet. And I just think that's like kind of a shitty thing to say about a game you haven't played yet. And I don't know. I am most likely I don't know. I don't know if he actually thinks that or if he was just like mining that because it's like, oh, this was like a moment on Twitter. But like, I don't know. There's other I just think it's sort of shitty to use Crowsworn as an example because there's like games that are out there that like are really shitty and they are like blatant Hollow Knight ripoffs, but they are just like bad. Um I can't think of the name of this one of the one like there's like a really notorious one. And you like sort of play as like this little girl. Because of fucking course it is. Like if it's gonna be a shit game, it's gonna be made by fucking weebs. Sorry if you like anime, that's fine. But not all anime is cheap shit, but often cheap shit is weeb shit because they think it's like easy money or something. And I'm not even gonna look it up because it sucks and it's dumb. But yeah, boom, that's my hot take. Okay, add it to the list. I'm very bad at doing only like one opinion at a time. I'm very bad at the whole concept of a hot take. Like I'm like, here, let me preface and like elaborate on my hot take a whole bunch, which is like the whole defeats the purpose of a hot take. But like, it's the best you're gonna get out of me. Oh, is this does this go somewhere? No, you just go out to the ocean here. Can I walk out into the ocean and just give myself to the sea? No? Okay. Who all lives in that house? Oh my god. I have a zit like right like on that like space like right next to where your ear starts. And like every time I like put my hair behind my ear or something, I hit it and like just like moving these around. I just hit it again and it hurts real bad. That's okay. Solomon moved in a few years back. The creepy little kid in the vest? Sounds like the one. So just 3 people live in that huge thing? I bet a bunch of shady stuff happens all the time in a place like that. Not really. The Valentines pretty much keep to themselves. So it's empty and boring? What a waste. My mom says it used to be way busier back before Sharper died. Before the foul harvest. Yeah, we got like a harvest festival? That's, I mean, that's a free hot take. I hate that this game is taking place in summer. It is so fall aesthetic. And like, I guess that's the point is like, it's unusually chilly for summer. It's a fall game. It's a harvest festival. You have a harvest it says it's the first day of summer, but they're doing a harvest festival, which happens at like the end of summer. It's fine. It's fine. And you all use that same ominous tone about the foul harvest. Eventually, you're going to explain to me how the harvest got all fouled up. But we can't keep my parents waiting anymore. Most kids would have just ditched me by this point. Why are you still here? You look like you can use some help. And there better be pizza behind this door. Let's get through this as simply as possible. Just eat, smile, and nod. Whatever you do, don't bring up their work.
Beck took a long breath. a firm nod. Chapter 4. Dinner with the Moodwills.
Moodwills.
Ilona Moodwill was worried about change. A gardener at heart, she understood the necessity of change, relied on it even.
Okay, yeah, have a good night, Hoodie. Thank you so much for hanging out.
But there was a difference between the controlled world of her plants and this cluttered cottage in a strange town. Almost done. Nellie was a blur of activity, digging through boxes. Sorry, love, couldn't find the dishes. We'll have to make do with paper plates.
That's a struggle.
Dinner went by without much conversation. As she watched Beck and Luca finish up their pizza, Ilona let herself relax into the chair.
It was pizza, hell. But they said they had to get groceries, so it's homemade pizza. Hell yeah.
The things she cared about were still here. Nellie finally had the job of her dreams. Beck was beginning to take root. Ilona's task was simply to tend to them. She could do that.
So, Luca, tell us a bit about yourself. Where do you live? I live with my grandma. Over on the other side of the river. Your grandma? Where are your parents at, girl? Beck, manners. It's all right. My dad passed away in an accident at the fertilizer plant 6 years back. Oh. My mom's been missing for a few months now. Like, missing?
His eyes were fixed to his plate, pushing a chunk of pineapple around with his finger. Nellie was the one who eventually broke the silence.
How did you like the pizza? Oh, it was good. Very good. Normally we'd have put more effort into dinner.
He nervously gestured toward the boxes.
Homemade pizza is not low effort. Like, girl, did you just like whip up a crust? Like earlier? You two are icons of pizza making on a short notice. We aren't fully settled in, and Beck had mentioned that it's your favorite. Are we skipping over the part where he said his mom was missing? Girl. She's young. She'll learn to read social cues. It's okay. I'm sorry, Luca. This move has us all a little tired.
Luca wiped his face with his sleeve.
Beck said that you moved here for work?
Beck gave Luca a swift kick under the table.
I mean, what brought you to Beacon Pines? That totally wasn't work. You were right the first time. Here for work. Nellie won't tell you this, but she's a brilliant chemist. I don't know about brilliant, but I do love it. She's brilliant. Perennial Harvest just made her their newest lead research of deep engineering. Oh, okay. In another timeline, in the timeline where Luca and Rollo are both at the fertilizer plant, they are hiding in the dumpster and someone throws a dumpster bag onto them that they assume has a body in it because there's a hand and there's a name tag that says deep engineering. So, what are you doing, Nellie? What's the famous Nelly song? Sorry, we gotta look up. It's getting hot in here? Is that Nelly? Yes, hot in here. Yep, okay. I'm just happy that I get to make a difference in the world. Perennial Harvest is at the forefront of evolving agriculture into something more useful than sprinkling water and excrement on the ground. Girl, agriculture is a little more than that. Just...
Luca glanced over to Beck. She seemed to be holding her breath.
What Nelly means, Luca, is that there are different ways to grow plants. Some people talk to their plants and hope for the best. And some people happily leave their job to allow a loved one to pursue their dream. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Okay. Okay. Don't air this shit at the dinner table in front of 12-year-old. I'm sorry. If you're an adult who, like, airs your grievances to children, you need to get your house in order. Like, don't. That's just weird. That's so weird. Don't do that. Okay. You swore you.
Perhaps harder than she intended.
So pineapple on pizza, am I right? I guess it's good that we all like pineapple on pizza. Hey. Hey, Luca. How about some dessert? I actually have to meet my friend Rolo soon.
Outside to gauge the time. The sky was darker than he expected, filled with ominous clouds.
Looks like there's a storm brewing. I should get going. I didn't think there was any rain in the almanac. Yeah, almanacs aren't that useful around here.
He wiped his mouth one last time with his napkin and started to get up.
Thank you all for the pizza. It really was good. See you at the festival, Beck. Wait up. I'll walk you home.
Surprised, Luca turned around. He knew Rolo could be prickly around new people, but Beck seemed cool. Rolo would warm up to her eventually. Probably.
Luca began to respond. Okay. Oh, do we want the storm to get worse or better? Is there Twitch integration for this game? I didn't see it in the settings. That would be fun, though, to vote on these things. Yeah. Let's start with the storm getting worse.
Luca began to respond, but the sky answered for him as the clouds above began to rumble with ominous thunder.
You sure we can make it home before the storm kicks off?
Luca surveyed the roiling clouds.
I'd say the odds are good. Maybe you should stay here and I'll just make a break for it.
At that moment, the heavens opened up, unleashing torrential rain.
Care to recalculate those odds? Hurry inside, you two, before you catch cold. Luca, Nellie will keep trying to reach your gran on the phone. In the meantime, you two hold tight. Sorry, not much to do up here. Most of my stuff is still in the boxes. Mind if I poke around?
Luca squinted into the eye hole of the microscope.
This looks wild. What is it? Gum. Gum?
Luca adjusted the slide with his fingers to get a better.
I'm tracking the structural integrity of gum with increasing amounts of chewing. Chewed that one for 47 days.
Luca wiped his hand off on his sweater and
It's weird, I know.
down, timidly tapping the ladder with her feet.
You think it's weird, don't you? A little. But weird can be cool. That's nice. Oh, wow! Sorry, I like this music a lot, and their rain sound effect is very good. This is very pleasing to me. Rolo and I have a radio just like this at the treehouse. My mom and I tore the whole thing down to the bolts, fitted it with some state-of-the-art vacuum tubes. She gets carried away sometimes. I think she feels guilty for working too much. So when she does have time for me, she showers me with high-tech overcompensation.
Luca flicked at one of the toggles.
I bet you can get all sorts of stations on this. Not out here in the boonies. You wouldn't believe the stuff I could pick up back in the city. But around here, it's all farm reports and static.
Luca bent down to examine the bouquet of wilting flowers. Judging by the odor, they were well past their prime. He flipped open the attached card.
Happy trails from Coach Walker and all the Fairview Condors. Do schools still have animal mascots in this world? What are the implications of that? Are condors just condors, or is it like the equivalent of being like, I don't know, the University of California Welsh people, like I guess like the Celtics? And then someone's gonna tell me it's the Celtics, and then I cringe and die. I have questions. Most recent school, yeah. Some schools gave me going away cards, some did flowers. When they're really trying to feel good about themselves, they do both. Yeah, you've moved a lot. That's the one thing with having a brilliant parent. There's always a better job somewhere else. Girl, let me tell you about how capitalism works nowadays. Like back in the 50s and 60s and stuff, yeah, you could stay with the same company forever, and then they would eventually like give you a car and like $1 billion pension, not $1 billion pension, but like a very good pension. But girl, companies don't promote from within anymore. You wanna get more money, you gotta go somewhere else, and they'll give you more money. That's just how it works. Back in the 2020s, I'm sorry. I'm sorry remote work hasn't become a thing in your world yet. Luca, can I ask you something? Of course. Oh, girl, just... Didn't that hurt? I'll be honest, that hurt more than I expected.
Beck took a moment to watch the rivulets of water running down the window.
Do you ever feel alone? Like, even when people are around? Rolo can be pretty absent-minded sometimes. I'm serious. Does it ever feel like your family doesn't care what you want? It didn't used to feel that way. I know Gran loves me, but sometimes when she looks at me, it's like she's looking at a problem.
Luca took a deep breath, exhaling slowly.
I know the feeling. How do you deal with that? I guess I haven't yet. But one thing my dad told me when I was little, don't hold a grudge, especially against yourself. If you try to hold it all in, you're gonna pop. So then what do you do when you don't know what to do? Dad never got to that part. Sometimes I figure it out on my own though. Wait, you gotta do something. Anything. Here. What are you doing? I don't know. Something. I'm gonna register complaints with the storm. Listen here, you miserable universe. Stop jerking me around. I just want things to go back to the way they were. Everyone's telling me it's gonna be all right, that things are gonna change.
Out a feral scream that echoed into the night.
Damn, let it out, children. Every time something changes, everything gets worse. Screw this town. Let me try. Moving sucks. I hate it. I hate that I hate it. Why can't I just deal with it and be happy for my mom? Why can't we just stay somewhere? Blah!
Her voice
Oh,
dropped to a trembling whisper.
I just want to be a normal kid.
Off her
Oh.
shirt and straightened up.
I actually feel a little better.
As abruptly as it began, the storm abated.
Thanks. I needed that. I should head out before the rain starts up again. See you and Rollo at the festival? Luca, don't let the universe jerk you around.
Beck gave Luca a light thump on the arm before heading in. Chapter 5. Friendly Feud. The air was heavy with the hard rain's residue, the smell of wet things. Despite his dreary surroundings, Luca felt at peace. He'd never shared those details about his dad with anyone, not even Rollo. But it's not like this changed anything. Rollo was still his best friend.
Uh-oh.
Adding Beck to the group would help balance things out. Everything's better in threes. This is what Luca told himself as he headed to the treehouse.
Okay, it's 9:30. I think it's a good place to call it for tonight, guys. My throat's getting a little shot. I'm gonna have to prepare for these games where I do a lot of reading. But thank you so much, everyone, for joining. Oh, here, we didn't get one of these yet. If you haven't already, be sure to check out Science. They are playing Earthbound with a ROM hack, and y'all should check it out. And Science, thank you so much for the raid again. That was so nice of you. And Hoodie and Bison Hider and Wispy Woods, Sivart 343 and Ulfkrig and everyone else, thank you so much for hanging out. I'll most likely be playing more of this on Friday, so keep a lookout for that, and I will see you all later. Have a great rest of your week, everyone. Bye.